What are you in a porn shop or something? Oh wow. I got pee.
I try the Warwick Mall. Thanks. Stewie, come on. We're going to the Warwick Mall. Stewie? Chocolate sample. Again. This is the best. I'm going to ask for a bite.
What the hell is going?
All hail the great Santa Claus.
What he drunk? Huh?
Ice cream.
Wait a minute. That noise seems naked.
Steve.
Santa's a good guy because he keeps a list. You know who else kept a list? Hitler.
A hit list.
Says Hitler was a great man.
A great hit man.
Santa, I can't go back to Santa, man. I can't. Hello again. Hi. That's the guy that was peeing in the women's bathroom.
Wow.
Stewie, when this is over, I'm buying you a new toy. Nick, when this is over, I'm putting rocks in my pockets and walking into the mall. How much longer is this going to take?
I don't know. 400 minutes? One reason I work as a seasonal elf is I'm not great at time estimates. Next. See? 400 minutes. Even a broken clock is right 6 times a day.
So you're done
So I have to sit here with him. Would you mind bouncing me a little?
Okay, I guess I can do that.
Hey, how you cut on the light in here?
Hey, come on, a little harder than that.
Over near my door.
Please. It's Christmas,
Where?
please.
By my bedroom
What
door.
does that have to do?
Just do it.
There you go.
Wait, this isn't working. Were you at the Quahog Mall last night?
Okay.
No. Last night I was weeping outside my ex-wife's apartment.
Wow. Did you want to keep this bag?
No.
every day. Espresso first. What coffee is meant to be.
So you want to tell me why you were assaulting Santa in front of a whole mall? What about Beard
Okay,
Boy?
so
Santa is Beard Boy. You ever trust with
normally
Santa?
when I make dumplings, I
He
make
gave me my first,
chicken and
you
dumplings.
know, he just bounced
But
me on his lap,
you
and the
can
next
make
thing you know,
dumplings
I
with
saw a chicken pox.
any kind
Happens
of
to
meat,
every girl that first time. You'll never see him again, by the way.
literally.
Won't? Why not? I don't know.
Uh,
That's God's trick on women.
right now,
It's your first time followed
I'm
by a
making
lifetime of diminishing
dumplings
returns.
with leftover short ribs, country ribs, the
I wonder what I'll see on my
the meaty
postcard.
ribs that was made like the night before. Since I don't have any chicken,
Can't let Stewie grow up scared of Santa Claus.
I'll show y'all what I'm doing in a minute.
Ho, ho, ho!
Santa? Is that really you?
I'm
Sure
just
is.
How'd you get in?
like
Through the window.
cutting the ribs with a fork,
Like anybody can just come
which is
through my
easy to
window
do
anytime.
because
I really didn't knock
they're
down on
already
that.
cooked.
I know you're having a tough
But
time. I just
I
wanted
would
to
cook
tell
them
you that
so they
everything
could be
is
cooked a
fine.
little longer.
Meg is entering probably the most
But
annoying part
I
of
didn't
her
cook
life.
these.
Just as
I'm
easily
using
it
the
happened while
leftover
she was
ones
riding a
to
horse or something. I'm just sorry you had
for
to
my
see it.
dumplings.
Okay?
Good luck to
I'm
you.
just breaking them up.
Stewie, that Christmas package you think you lost, it can't just disappear.
No,
I'm still the same guy
I'm
you
gonna
always thought.
lightly
Thanks, Santa. I feel
season
better.
Doesn't
these
quite have to be
because
Christmas.
these,
Speaking of that, I
even
also
though I
need a
rinsed
dog.
off these ribs,
Problem with the dog
you
you
know, you
have.
still gotta put
It's okay.
your seasonings in there.
Just want a new one.
Just do it
Maybe
lightly
you could spend more
so you
time
can
with the
see
old one
first
before you
what
make
it
any decisions.
tastes like already. Just the
Thanks,
water
Santa. Can you ease
that's
the dog?
been
He's got
boiling
to
with the
freaking
meat.
keep me busy.
Sure. Hey, calm down.
See,
What
I'm
did you
just
do?
picking up
Come on.
pieces of meat and I'm breaking it because some of them big like this because it's, you know, it's country
There you
ribs.
are. Yeah, hell of a
So I'm
time
breaking
finding
it
a
up.
home.
Up.
Can I get one? Cigarette?
No.
Mind if I have one? So, you want to talk about this whole Santa's lap thing?
Dad,
Because you
just
want
stop.
thinner pieces of
I
meat
think it can't be hard for you to get here.
when
No,
you
I don't
eat
want
your
to think. I'd like
dumplings.
this handkerchief
I want thinner
damn
pieces of
reporter
meat,
ready to
period,
say
because
something
my
serious.
stomach don't
So,
move like that.
I'm
I
sitting
can't
on
be
Santa's
eating
lap, and he's like my
certain things, and
special
if I do,
I
I've
the
been
meat got
allowed
to
to
be
drop it
tender.
out since
sounds like
Spencer
So,
bought it. Very loud
and
because
I know how that is.
I may need to widen my eyes a little
So,
so I get some
normally when I
snapshots of
cook
this.
anything,
and steam
it's
iron.
tender.
Okay? Okay. Look, this Santa clearly made you
See,
very
I
angry.
really like
And
this
you
meat
want
to
my
just be
money.
broke up, like
Go
chicken,
find
like
that wall
shredded
Santa,
chicken breast.
wherever he is.
Love
I'm
you,
just
Dad.
cutting into little
Thanks for the
pieces.
pep talk.
Hey, I learned from the best. You
Not
know, I
real
played
little
football
pieces,
for
but
Coach Joe Paterno for
little.
Penn State. All right, team. Remember everything you learned in practice this week, and forget
Okay, so
everything
here's the
after practice
pepper.
this week. Right?
Here is the garlic powder, the meat tenderizer, garlic salt, onion powder, that's what I'm talking about, and seasoning salt. Those are the main seasonings. Seasoning salt, and we're just going to do a little bit. Look,
Huh?
oh girl didn't have none of these seasonings. Her daughter told her, she said, I'm going to take your black card away. Because she had everything but what we needed. I found all my main seasonings right over here.
Okay.
So, like real seasoning salt, just a little bit of
But you
onion
can't cook
powder.
if you can't season it.
Right, man. Some people be putting the wrong seasoning and be making the food taste so bad. Like,
Oh no.
girl, who told you to put sage in the damn cornbread?
Take my most
Like, what the
apple
hell?
juice. And Merry
Sage
Christmas.
is for stuffing.
Thank you for dressing.
Dressing, exactly.
Okay, so some pepper and some garlic powder.
Yes, Meg. It's me, Santa.
So
There's a bench right over there. Quick, let me sit on your leg.
seasoning salt,
That's not what I'm here.
Yes,
garlic
it is.
powder,
Now sit down.
onion
No,
powder,
no, get
black
off.
pepper.
I'm trying to give you a heartwarming
Now I'm gonna
message
show
of
you what the
Christmas
meat
joy.
look like.
You know, the same feeling you got when you were 5 and I gave you that Malibu Marley.
So it's short country ribs, and I broke them up
Try to visit every
into
home at
little
least once during Christmas.
pieces like that.
Except Long Island ones. Most people are a little much.
See,
No. Can't
little
believe
pieces.
I,
Some of
you
these
know,
pieces of meat is dark. I think that's different kind of
Okay, Meg.
the ribs.
See, I know
But
what
yeah,
each and
so
every
it's
person
just
wants for
short
Christmas.
ribs
For you,
broke up
it was your first time seeing Jimmy Collins. But the truth is,
to
it had nothing to
smaller
do with me. Christmas magic lives in
pieces.
the air. And as long as you believe, it
So
always
yeah,
will be. Deep inside.
like I said,
my
you
Whatever
can
you
make
want.
dumplings
thanks.
with any kind of meat.
You're welcome, Meg.
All you gotta do is make sure you cook the meat tender before you add your dumplings, because the dumplings don't take that long to
Put
cook.
my leg up on this back tire and take a shimmy.
You know, you don't have to say everything out loud, Meg.
I'll let this meat cook a little longer because I like my meat to be real tender.
Real Santa Claus.
Yes, I'm the real Santa
So
Claus. I'm
we're
totally
gonna
real,
let
so
that
don't tell
cook a
anyone
little
about this and don't
longer.
say anything to anyone. Merry Christmas, damn it.
Um,
Come on.
I really gotta go behind the car.
I could drop them right now if I wanted to. I mean, because the meat is chewable, but I like mine to be real tender. So these are country ribs. Country ribs are thick. So I want to kind of shred it like if it was like chicken breast, you know,
Plaque psoriasis.
or pulled
Burning.
meat.
Itching. The pain.
So it'd be a lot of meat through the
Listen,
dumplings.
adults with moderate to
Burning.
severe plaque psoriasis can uncover clearer
Hmm.
skin and improve symptoms
The
in
burning
16
is
weeks.
after.
Keep on.
Serious allergic reactions may occur, which at
No.
5K increase your risk of infection and lower your ability to fight. Tell your doctor to
I
rehydrate
have
if
to
you
add
show
a little bit
symptoms
more
or if you
water
have a vaccine implanted.
because
Trendflyer
that's not enough.
everywhere.
I have to cook
Trendflyers.
a little more.
Janssen can help you explore cost support options. A place where everyone lives life.
I add more water because I know that I want my meat to cook a little bit longer. So that's how that go. I'm gonna come back and show y'all when I drop them. These is the dumplings right here. This is the batter for the dumplings. So, and that's just flour, butter, and hot water. And then
Carl,
a lot of
what have you done?
near in your
Think
dough.
anyone will notice?
Near in the dough. Like that.
Yes.
That's how you do it. You
Yeah,
knead it,
right.
and then you fold it
Yeah, they will. Geico
like that.
Insurance could save you 50% or more.
Fold it. Just same way like if you was making biscuits.
It seems today that all you see is violence and movies and sex
Take your
on
fist
TV.
and
But where are those good old-fashioned
knead it.
values?
My friends were used to it.
Knuckle it. That's how you do it. And then you take it and flip it. I'm trying to do this with one hand. That's how you do it.
Send it, Stewie.
Flip
Thank you, Barbara. I hope you get those Adele tickets. You deserve them.
it. Now,
She won't get them. No way. She needed to get them
when you
like a
grade, do
month
your
ago. So,
dumplings.
that means over
Since
there?
I'm old school, I'm a vet. The only time I roll them out is like when I'm on some extra shit,
I saw the kid
which
breast
would
cancer
be
meme.
taking
That
the
looks
dumpling,
incredible. I've never seen it when he's not just twerking.
putting it on something flat like that,
Charming. This is charming. It reminds me of the therapist's office Bethany Frankel goes to on the
like
Real
that.
Housewives of New York City. I hate her.
And then
She
taking
looks like a
something
wooden
like
doll
a
you find
cup,
in an Eastern European toy
or
shop.
if you got a rolling pin,
Oh, don't act
you
like
ain't
you
got
don't
no
know who
rolling
she is,
pin, you
please.
could
That
just,
doesn't impress me. We
you
live in
know,
the world
I
But all there
improvise.
Stephanie Frankel is whether we like it or not.
Cut,
You know, I actually don't mind her.
roll them out.
Oh, look, you got your Dunkin' Donuts coffee. I don't know why those cups always depress me. It's like you've already given up before the day's even started. You might as well tattoo can't afford Starbucks on your forehead. I haven't heard of any of the schools you went to, but I'm sure they were great. I mean, you're here, right? And why are you here, Jerry? That'll play.
Normally,
You seem to have a lot of strong opinions.
that coffee maker was in there. I would roll this out a little longer.
Or I guess I should say, wankers.
But normally, I don't, like, if I'm on some extra stuff, then I do it like this here. I'm just doing this for video purposes. Because normally, I could just pick up my dough, snatch, and drop. Okay, you get more dumplings that way. Sometimes people do it this way. My mom used to do it like this sometimes. Then you take some like, if you got one. Do you got a piece of cutter?
Yeah. It's probably in the drawer beside the refrigerator.
Okay.
I see. So often, you think you know.
Y'all, this old school method right here. Watch, let me show you. Okay, so I'm gonna take a piece of cutter. I'm gonna go over the dumplings like this here. See?
Not sure how this is going to indulge. Indulge me. Thank you. I see you're on vacation in Rio de Janeiro in this photo with your partner, I'm guessing. Or is he your husband? Yes, probably wanted to make it official, didn't you? Never thought you'd see it
See?
in your lifetime.
Just go like this.
At a quick glance, I'd say there's roughly a 26-year age difference between the two of you. Not quite large enough to raise eyebrows while still giving you a younger mind to shape. Oh, you mean you haven't seen all about me?
That's one way to do it.
Valley of the Gods,
But
etc.?
really, you can
And
just,
a younger
you can
body
pick
to
up
make
your
you feel
dough
more
and just
virile.
drop it.
Taking into
That way,
consideration the
you
math,
have
he
more.
was probably born at a time when the most popular name was Michael. From the dog-eared pages of that volume
You
of
can make them as
Shakespeare,
big
I
or
imagine
as
you moved
little as you
Michael
want.
with a sonnet or monologue each day. And no one had ever done anything so romantic as reciting Shakespeare for Michael before. And he was
And
smitten. While not as physically attracted to you as you are to him, that's okay.
that's
You
dumpling.
each bring something important to the
Right?
relationship. Isn't that what you believe
Then
in
you
love?
check on your water.
I see a prescription for heart medication.
And I just added some more water to this. So it's not quite ready yet. I'm gonna cut the fire up just a little bit more. And because when I drop them, I like for the fire to be real hot. And I had it like down a little bit so I can make my meat cook a little bit more. Because this is not chicken, this is ribs that's in it. So I'm gonna let that cook a little bit more with a crack. Because if you put the whole top on it like that, it's gonna boil over. So you always leave a little crack so you can let some of that hot steam out. And then these is the dumplings right here. This bowl right here, we're gonna keep that because this is the part that's gonna thicken up your dumplings. So now I'm doing a YouTube video on chicken and dumplings. Yeah. So I'm gonna take this bowl. You know, when I talk to myself, my other self is from the UK, so she talk different. They crazy. Okay, so now just gonna put more water in that. Now, this is what you do. Hold on. Let me show you. Okay, so that bowl, you're gonna scrape everything that you see on the side of the bowl in with the hot water. That's the part that's gonna make your dumplings thicker. So we don't scrape that out. We just take all the stuff from around the bowl.
That hole is in here, that rip.
Okay. So it's gonna kind of look like, well, we'll see. I just try to get everything that's on the bowl off. All the little flour bits and stuff like that. So we're not wasting anything, right? Put in there. I'm using hot water. This stuff is hot. This is the bowl that I use to make my dumplings in. Just get all that flour mixed up. So it's gonna look like this. If you can see that. I'm just gonna put that. Like that.
See, I guess we both know each other a bit. You seem like a very lonely little boy. Yeah, oh my God, I am. I was so lonely.
Okay.
You can
So
see
now we're gonna put
inside my
some
soul.
water again.
Oh,
Now, this is how I like my water to be when I get ready to drop my dumplings. I like it to be on the high boil, like that. See? That high boil allows the meat to break up more to like a shred, which is what I want it to be more like shredded. So it's thinner pieces of meat. I done made dumplings with neck bones, oxtails and dumplings, chicken and dumplings, turkey and dumplings. Whatever meat I got, ham and dumplings, it don't matter. Okay, so now we about to drop them. I'm just gonna grab a couple and just show you how.
Alright, have a good day. If you ride, you get it.
See?
Oh wow, we're really backed up.
Now we just do something like this. That's if I wanted my dumplings to be like these squares, which I normally don't do those, you know. When you buy dumplings in the can, that's what you see. You see them little squares like that, little square dumplings. But I usually just take the whole ball of dough and I just rip it after I make the dough and just drop them. And just drop them. That's how you do it. Okay. So normally, like if you use chicken, the chicken will make its own broth. Yeah. And so like, this is like one of them cases. It's like, cause I got some broth in there already for this. But this one of them cases where I would probably add a little broth depending on how my meat tastes. Because you can still make your own broth. So,
She's a
yeah.
gem, that one. Hope you appreciate her. It seems like I'm drinking a lot of bottled up inside.
Yeah, because you don't, because broths,
Likes me.
normally when you buy chicken
I
broth or
tried to
beef
fit in
broth,
with the other
they
boys.
real
Talk
salty.
about things like dirt and
So if
shit.
you're going to add a
They won't
broth
play with
like,
me.
that come in a
I hate
can,
friends.
because any
Friends
broth in a
really
can
like
or a
me.
container is more saltier than the natural chicken broth
Especially
that you
considering the recent
make from boiling your chicken. So you got to be careful with that or your shit will be salty as
I don't know
hell.
what there is to talk about.
I can't do the salty as hell because I got high blood pressure already, so it's best to taste before you add more stuff to it. That's how
I
you
only
do
pushed
that.
Tyler down the stairs because I like him, and I'm afraid he won't like me back. And not
So,
like him, like him. I'm not gay. This whole thing isn't because I'm gay, so calm down. I can already see you licking your chops. I'm sure you live
it's
for the
really
coming
stupid.
out sessions. If
See,
anything, I'm
like
less
this,
gay than I
I could
used to
break
be.
this into a
Not that
couple of
anybody at this
dumplings.
school would care. It must be difficult.
And this is the little pot that we're using right now anyway.
It is. Oh, just
I
that
don't like my
acknowledgement.
dumplings to be that big.
Sometimes I don't know where I fit
Then
in.
you're gonna add a few, then you're gonna stir.
I just want to be like everybody else, but nobody's interested in the things I'm
Add the
interested in.
rest.
Well, what are the things you're interested in, Stewie? Me? Well, I like to talk about world domination. Some people don't think I talk about it enough anymore, but mind your own beeswax is what I say to them. I also
These
like to talk about
are the
music.
regular size
It's
ones
hard to
that
find
I
someone who can
cut with the
converse on
pizza
one of
cutter.
those topics, let alone both. And I really,
This right
really,
here,
really
that
want
would
to
be a
see
big
Hamilton.
dumpling when it
But by the
cooked.
time it gets here, I'll be certain.
Breaking that up.
I think I'm still the only one in town who's even heard of it, and it's been out for over 2 years, which just makes me even more depressed.
I like mine in
How do you
all
live in
different
a
kind
place
of
like that?
like
Cold,
sizes and
a
stuff.
pile of
I don't like.
garbage. And I've even memorized some of the songs, but I know what to sing it for, and I'm really good. You want to hear it? Oh, you mean now? I really need you to hear me sing Hamilton.
Let's see. Like
I'm
one
so
of them
good. I
squares, you
can't
can
I be
get
on
like
Broadway? I want to
two,
be on Broadway. I want the world to fall
three
in
dumplings.
love with me 8 times a week.
One,
I'd love to hear you sing.
two,
Okay.
three.
Okay, now I'm nervous. If it's not good this time, just remember it was good at
If
home.
I was making like a
Don't
bigger
look at me while
pot
I
or something
start.
like
It's
that, then
hard.
maybe, you know.
It's a lot of words very fast. Like Gilbert and Sullivan, but for Hispanics. How does a bastard orphan son of a whore and a Scotsman dropped in the middle of a forgotten spot in the Caribbean by Providence, impoverished and squalid, enough to be a hero and a scholar? The $10 founding father without a father got a lot
Wow.
smaller by working a lot harder, by being a lot smaller,
Mm-mm.
by being a self-starter. By 14, they placed him in charge of a trading charter. Every
Wow.
day while slaves were being slaughtered and carted away across the waves, he struggled and kept his guard up. Inside him
Wow.
longed for something to be a part of. The brother was ready to beg,
The
steal,
brother.
borrow, or barter. Then a hurricane came and devastation reigned. Our man saw his future dripping down the drain. Put a pencil to his temple, connected it to his brain, and he
Stir.
wrote his first refrain, a testament to his pain.
Yes, I'm not just funny. I can cook my ass off. Gotta go to my old videos
Well,
when
the
I was
word
cooking a
got
lot,
around
baking
that they said
pies,
this
and
kid is insane, man. Took a buck a
I can
second just
cook
to
or
send him
bake
to the main
anything.
man. Get your education, don't forget from whence you came, and the world's gonna
True
know
shit.
your name. What's your name, man? Alexander Hamilton. My name is
And I know I
Alexander
can.
Hamilton. And there's a
So
few
yeah, I'm a
things
little
I haven't
conceited
done.
about that because
But
I know
just
I
you
can
wait.
cook.
Just you wait. And that's all I've learned so
Okay.
far.
And get the rest of it done. See the pot? The pot is not that big, so that's why
That's all you
normally
keep your
like the
watch.
bigger squares like that, I'll put them like in a big pot. But this is a little pot,
Cool.
so
I got
really
so much
one of them
laughs to
squares
go.
you could break up into like 2 or 3
I would
dumplings.
love a cup of tea.
Like these, those are big. This,
It's hot already?
this is small. This is cool. I like
We don't
sizes
have
like
that
this.
at our house. My mother boils water in an old jiffy pop tin. She's just a
The
useless old
rectangular
slut.
ones, they fun to eat.
Hey, my hiccups are gone. You like Tyler and you wanted to be friends with him. In fact, you push him down the stairs.
These right here,
Oh,
big. So
I
we're
do
gonna
know.
break those up into more than the pieces that they in.
Friends? When I was your age, I grew up in London when the Blitz had just ended. Good God, how old are you? Our neighborhood's
See,
getting used to
one
the
of
trouble.
these, put that in there like that, it's gonna be big as hell. So we're gonna break it up.
And in the chaos, I searched desperately for my
At
parents.
least into 3. I could do 4.
Mom, Mom, Mother, Mother,
Normally, my
Mom,
dumplings,
Mommy,
we cut them for
Mommy,
video purposes because
Mommy,
sometimes
Mommy,
people like to do it like that.
Mommy,
But normally,
Mom,
that big ball
Mother.
that I
Yes.
have,
What? Till Bell
that be
flies in.
like this,
My mother was nowhere to be found.
I just grab
I could
and
smile.
drop.
You see,
Grab
I was
and
the
drop.
sole survivor
That
of
way, you
my
put them in
family.
the size that you
So I
want
was
them to
sent
be.
to live with an aunt in Cornwall.
Grab and
But
drop.
she had to live out of her own
See
means,
how much more
as
dumplings I'm
things
getting
still
like that?
seem
Just out of that
disgusting
little bowl.
to couple. But she
That's
didn't
why I don't
care for
cut
the
them.
children and offered him
For
a readiness
video, we
time
cut them.
privilege in Gloucestershire.
But normally,
And
for
living
real,
like
real,
most
we
boys in
just
London
drop
and
them.
Gloucestershire,
Pull
Lord Cornwall thought
and
of
drop.
her as
After you
a
make your
magnificent
dumpling batter,
house of
pull
Shropshire.
and drop.
Rest.
That's it.
And eventually I became
And
friends
stir.
with 6 boys. Sebastian,
Now, right
Edward,
now,
Philip,
my fire is
Nicholas,
still on the 8.
John, and Nonsense Road.
And I'm gonna cut it down now to
Okay,
about
before you say another name of anything, I'm going to have to stop you. Yes. I'm only here for 40 minutes, and this
between
is
the five
already
and
a
the
really
6.
long story with a lot of locations. I don't feel like waiting to see how it links up to my thing. The point of the story is I know what it's like to feel alone and to have to pretend
That's
you're
5.
something you're not.
Did you see
And also,
the sizes?
my first
That
kiss
would
was
be
with
really
your
big
eyes.
if I put them in
See,
there like
you
that.
can go back 1,000 years for that.
Those would
And I
be
don't
some
pretend I'm
big
something I'm not.
dumplings
I never
because
should.
they're gonna
You just say
expand
it. I might have implied
when the
it.
heat hit it.
I suppose
So
the question is,
you really
why
don't want to
are
put
you
them in there too
to do
big.
that?
How they in there now? This is
I don't
bigger
know.
than what I
I
would
guess
normally do my
I
dumplings
hadn't
because I
realized
like
it
to
before.
just drop.
Maybe I'm worried nobody's going to like me. Whoever's let the tissue in the dryer again. And these are my only pants. How sad is that? When I was a little kid and peeing myself to shoes with potatoes. Don't you win that one? Look, I'm different, Dr. Critchfield. I'm not like the other kids. I realize that. I've picked up that first disability my entire life. Sorry, it's kind of a parlor trick of mine. Have you ever thought of just being yourself? Your real self? And then see what happens? I don't think I know how. Everything about me is this carefully constructed persona designed to keep people at arm's length. This isn't even how I really talk. This is how I talk. The accent is nothing more than an affectation.
Breaking that
A
up.
coat of armor to get me through the day. Just an image I cultivated so I can feel special. Wow. Wow. What a
Like that.
relief. For once to talk with my real voice without the burden of trying to sound like someone I'm not. What do you mean, Moment? Well, this is my real voice. I don't hear the difference. How about now? You freaking hear that? What about now? Sound different? Giggity? What about now? Coming up now, this voice. Ahoy, it's me. And I'm a gay alien. I'm sorry, that still sounds like the same person.
You alright, Adam?
Huh? Is that true? Geico's been saving folks money for 85 years?
Yeah, that's right.
Wait, so if Geico's 85, that makes you... Are you almost 84? I'm 84 years old. Sea turtles live to be 150, so... Do I look 85? What? No!
Let's
Look
see.
young.
Can't put too much in here because this pot is
You
little.
look young.
Then it start boiling out.
Geico, saving people money for 85 years.
No. Stop. Now we're gonna taste everything just to see how the juice is. Because since we made this with short ribs and not chicken, the broth is gonna taste a little bit different. So let's see what
For
it's
14
like.
years, Subaru and our retailers have been sharing the love with those who need it most. Now, Subaru is the largest automotive donor to Make-A-Wish and Meals on Wheels, and the largest corporate donor to the ASPCA and National Park Foundation. Get a new Subaru during the Share the Love event, and Subaru will donate
Pretty
$250
good
to
though.
charity.
Companions are
Not too
saving big holiday
salty.
shopping at Amazon. So now they're free to become a part of big legacy. They see your ugly sweaters and raise you some pickles.
I think I'm gonna put a little broth in it.
Doing that was quite a breakthrough. Yes,
Just a little bit.
How do you feel? I feel
Oh, okay,
relieved.
sorry, okay.
Like a weight has been lifted. I can finally be myself. I think this doing faculty stays for a while. I've never been vulnerable to anyone before. You're the only one who's ever met the real me. So now the rest of the world is going to meet it. Yes. Yes, that's right. There's no going back now. I'm going to talk to Tyler. I'm going to make friends. I'm going to be a normal boy. Yes, you are. You're finally going to be just like everybody else. What? Say that again. Finally going to be just like everybody else. But I don't want to be like everybody else. I don't want to be like any other zero in this miserable town. Like my family. I won't do it. I don't want to be like any other person. Like you were skiing. Please don't make up that foot. I want to remain who I've always been. Superior, brilliant, special.
Okay. So since we use short ribs in dumplings, I got a little chicken broth that I'm gonna add to the dumplings when this boils down a little bit more. But until then, I'm gonna add a little bit more pepper
Except there's one person that does know the
just to
meaning,
cover the top a little
and
bit.
that's you.
And a little bit more seasoning. It's
Yeah,
better to go a
you're
little
not gonna like this.
before that way you just can taste it and
Maybe I would. And you were super
add
helpful.
in
This kind of seems like a
as
great way
needed
to repay you, but I'm not going to
so you
get
don't
it.
overdo it.
I can't have anyone know the
This
real me.
garlic.
And so you must die. I guess that's
Stir.
what happens in therapy then.
Can't really stir too much because
Ah,
the
you're a
water
bit
is
processed.
high. So I'm gonna boil it down a little bit.
Yeah, not worrying. For me,
For
this
the
is salad
dumplings,
days.
they're cooking great.
Oh, didn't you hear her go to lunch? It was like an orchestra of squeaky chair springs and groaning floorboards
I'm gonna cut
playing
the
her.
fire up. This is just to get it to boil down a little bit more so I can add some of this chicken broth. I gotta pee. Now, okay, so I just added the chicken broth. Taste it again. Normally when I make like dumplings, I make a pan of like cornbread or something, because cornbread and dumplings just taste good. That's just like food for the soul. Now, now they taste like they supposed to taste. There we go. Yeah. Okay. And again, this is just chicken broth. And the only reason that I'm using chicken broth with these dumplings is because I'm not using chicken in the dumplings. I'm using cut up country ribs. Because I use whatever meat I got to make my dumplings. Okay?
Hey, you okay? Yes, Rupert just had a nightmare, that's all. Go sleep
Now,
on the floor where you belong, whore!
I'm going to show y'all what this looks like in a minute.
Yeah. Would you mind sleeping with me tonight?
Perfect.
Good night, Stewie. Night, Ryan.
See, they perfect.
Yeah. I did something awful. Talk about it.
Yeah. Okay, so now we're going to cut the fire down just a little bit. Just leave the top off of it. Yeah, we're going to leave the top off now. It's too much in there. Okay. So now what they look like. Dumplings looking like right now. Hmm, too much steam. Okay, so we're going to just keep letting these cook. Keep okay. Now we got the chicken broth in there. We want to drop some. Yeah, so I cut the fire up a little bit so we can let it boil down a little bit. When it's boiled down just a little bit more, then we're going to cut the fire back down to like a 5, 6, something like that. Mm, it is good. Okay, so yeah, dumplings. I'm gonna let it cook on the high right now for a couple of minutes so it can boil down some more. And then I'm gonna I'm gonna cut them down. That's how you do it. Oh my God, that's so good. Yes. Okay. So remember I told y'all that this bowl right here, this is the thickening bowl. That's the residue from the pot from the bowl that I made the dumplings in. The rest of the flour with some hot water. And we just use that to thicken this when they're about done, if they're not thick enough. Right? Okay. So I'm gonna go outside and smoke a cigarette or something. And I'm gonna cut this down to, well, it's only gonna take like a minute to smoke. So I'm gonna cut it down to probably about a 5. Because right now it's on the 7. So 7 is cool, but I'm gonna cut it to like a 5. Because we don't want burnt dumplings, right? That's how you do it. In the same way that I made the dough for the dumplings, it's the same way you would make your dough for your biscuits. Only difference is you will put more butter and a little bit of buttermilk. Okay. Now, that's the dumplings. They cooking. Y'all see I use this little bitty pot because I didn't plan. I put them big ones in there because I rolled them out on the counter for y'all. But normally, them big squares, I put them like in a big pot. This is a little pot. So we got kind of some big ones in there mixed with some little ones because I start out putting the ones I cut in there. So those are bigger. And then I just start dropping them because normally that's what I do. I drop them. But I just cut them like that for y'all. But that's how some people like to do it when they on their extra stuff. But yeah, you can use any kind of meat that you want to use when you make your dumplings. But if you don't use chicken, get you some chicken broth to add into it with the seasonings that you already put in there. And then it's going to be great. I'll just add a little more. And now I'm about to wake and bake a little bit. And then I'm going to be done with these dumplings in a little bit. I'm not making no cornbread because y'all know I'm not in my own house right now. I'm in my friend's house and my resources are limited to what I have right now. But flour and butter is not hard to get. So I made the dumplings with the leftover short ribs. And that's the dumplings. So now I cut them down, you see? But now I'm finna cut them back up. Now why? Because you don't want your dumplings to be mushy. I don't like mushy dumplings. You want them to still have that texture, that texture. So I cut the fire up. And I'm gonna let them cook for mm, to the water go down a little bit more. And then I'm gonna add the thickening part and put that in there. And then they'll be done. So I'll come back and show y'all what that looks like when I'm done. Give me about 5 minutes.